Good morning, you lovely, lovely, blessed people. Good morning. It is Thursday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 7th of February. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, I am one of your favorite hosts, the one some people love to hate, but I will always be here. Like, this is literally, you can't get rid of me. I shan't be moved type of vibe. Ever. But as always, your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. Of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Nice. Brent, are you in here with us?
Good morning.
Can't hear you, Brent. That sounds better.
Can you fill the silence with some...
Of course I can. Sorry, guys. I'm just doing some business stuff. How are you, Emmanuel?
But thank God, can't complain.
Of course not.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm in a really good mood today, actually.
How's it?
Yeah, but do you know what's interesting? I went to my sister's options evening, because she's going to start doing her GCSEs next year. My mum's away, so that was a great role to play. Mm-hmm. And I was just, first of all, obviously, so I was in school so long ago. It's weird, but it's like over 10 years now, and I just don't know how to feel about that. But beyond that, right, obviously they've changed a lot about the school and all this kind of stuff, and science is now combined. Some of them aren't combined. The way they grade them now, it's all different and whatnot. And obviously the parents as well, they're not looking at like how parents looked when I was younger. They're looking more like age mates kind of vibe.
Yep.
They're not my age mates, but like we're age mate enough. I know what's going on in their life. They would know what's going on in my, like, we're in the same era of culture. Some of y'all are coming to parents' evening and such, smelling like weed. And I don't know, where are we going? I said, really?
It's a damn shame.
Really? Really? Drugs. That's what we're doing on school grounds. Obviously, they didn't do it on school grounds. I was just like, come on, man. I never smelled weed back in my options evening time. It's ridiculous. But anyway, big up the kids, man. They are future in that, whatever Whitney said. So
Yes.
that's great. Brent, how are you? You good now?
Good morning, and morning. Good morning, Muli. Muli Bell.
Why are you
I
laughing?
am certain that's not how you pronounce it, Muli Bell.
Oh.
Maybe it's Muley Bell. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Everest. Good morning, KM. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, Hermelin. Good morning, Black Mara. Good morning, Crud Crow. Good morning, ONB. Good
Mr.
morning.
Croydon himself.
Is it?
Why I heard that?
That's
No,
not-
of course. I don't believe that.
That's not Star.
Oh, yes. That was Star. So when I hear Crow now, I just think Croydon.
This guy is probably a weed dispenser. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Gina. Ooh.
Big up Gina, baby.
Every time.
Go in the dock. Look what's in the dock. I'm going to need you for number 3.
Yeah, call in when it is. It's asking for a friend. Good morning, Pa Wow. Good morning, Imi Snow Globe. Good morning, man like Vim Diesel. Good morning, Izzy
Okay,
Bambino. Good morning, Lysette. Good morning, Dr. Amani. You need to change your handle, my love.
Why?
It just says Amani. What the hell is that?
Sorry.
And it's all lowercase.
And you're don't. And it's
Yeah, it's
lowercase.
lowercase.
Yeah.
You should be
She's
shouting.
whispering. Yeah.
Shouting
Capitalize
Dr.
the
Amani.
DR, you know what I mean?
Change it.
Gosh, you know, I might want to be a doctor's wife, you know. Oh, you'd be sick of me. You'll be so sick. You see his degree? Oh, baby, it's ours now. I'm introduced myself as Dr. Mrs.
Get some t-shirts.
Ooh. Brent, the merch is coming.
Good morning, Charlene Star. Good morning, JW. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Quarshi T. Good morning, Sarah. That might be Sarah. Good morning, Tawfiq. Asubiaro.
Big up Tawfiq.
Yeah, that's a Muslim name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, that's the pleasantries.
All right, morning, everybody. How are you, Brent?
I actually watched American. What did this black rub ask me to watch?
Did this black rub?
Hold up. He talked about it when we were talking about the baddest stuff.
Oh, no, can't remember. Why are you looking for that? I will say, you guys did a great show yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
TD is just, it's actually such a lit platform, you know? Don't matter who's in the room. Like, there could be one, like, do you know I used to have a show with 2 people, one off camera? Because when I saw, because obviously when the stream started, I saw a head sitting there. I saw you sitting here. Then I saw a head sitting there, but I was like, E-Man don't move for nobody. So, why is E-Man moved kind of thing? Then I clocked. It was him. It was a great show, man.
Thank you.
He was chatting a lot of shit. It was a great show. I was like, because obviously Brent's phone was charging, which is a shame. But I was like, Brent, tell you must get off a seat. Because I was like, you're blaspheming in my seat. You're undoing everything I do on here. When it was a great show, though. Good conversation.
American Fiction.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I know why he asked us to watch it, because when he was talking about the baddest stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously the theme was these people going to be representative of the black community, and the whites are going to be da-da-da-da. And why did the whites push certain things? And it jumped into that nicely.
That's what American Fiction did?
It did.
Is it a documentary then?
It's not a documentary.
Oh, it's a show?
It's a movie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it has Issa Rae in it.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna watch that.
It's the writer, isn't it?
On my list.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, it's quite funny also.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, quite funny. And it also has that man that was in This Is Us. Fantastic physique.
The black guy?
Yeah. But he was
Let me see.
sorry, not but. He was a homosexual.
In what? Sorry. In the American Fiction.
Yes. Great actor.
Okay.
Every character he plays it well.
Is it?
No, he's a sick actor though, man.
Yeah.
Sick actor.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay, lovely.
American Fiction.
Let me see the cast. Anything with Issa Rae on there. Hell, I watched Silence with Issa Rae. And him, Sterling K. Brown.
Yes, that's him.
He scares me a little bit.
Right?
I don't know.
He's intense.
He's just very committed to his roles. And I'm just always like, no, he doesn't scare me actually. Do you know who scares me though? Segun Arinze. He's a Nigerian Nollywood actor since I was a child. The one with the eyes. Oh my gosh.
Which one?
Segunarinze. Segun Arinze. He scares the shit out of me. That man scares me. But no, Sterling K. Brown, it's more like it's just gonna be serious, and I feel like I'm the one like on trial. Like I've seen him in like law stuff, and I'm just like, I just feel like I'm nervous.
Yeah, what you're saying. It's
he scares the shit out of me. He scares me. Because I always saw him play like witch doctors and like evil stuff. And so I grew up, like, I'm so scared of him. There was an interview of him recently, and he's like talking about his kids and how I love it. I said, I don't care. I don't care. You're villain to me.
Yeah, I don't believe you. The devil's dancing.
I don't believe you. He scares me, man. I couldn't meet him in real life. He scares me. Can you take off the screen, please? No, he scares me so much. Yeah, man. What'd you say?
You're like, ugh.
No, honestly, it really, I can't. But yeah, I like actors like that evoke an emotion out of me. Love that. But yeah, I'm going to watch that actually, American Fiction. That's nice. The Discord is up and running. Yes. Can we post it? We need to post it on the Twitter community.
Okay.
Let people know to join it. Because the link is only here at the moment, isn't it? On the shows.
Yes, in the description. But I'm getting like an animation done. So each time is I put a clip out on social media, provided it goes viral. If it doesn't, whatever. And you know how I normally catch the full context here, and I put the link to the stream. Yeah. I'll put another one to say follow our Discord, and a little banner that. Yeah. Yeah, but it'll be up by tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. On our Instagram as well. This sounds like stuff we should talk about offline, but we're here. We like to share things with you guys. On Instagram, does it have like, you know, when it has the different links and stuff? So like link to website, link to like a link tree kind of link.
I have a link tree on the bio.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant.
Should I? Why are you saying that? What should I do?
I was thinking to add all the links. So does it have the YouTube channel there? It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll put Discord also on there.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Nice. All right. Well, this is all great. Oh, do we have comments to read?
I think there's one.
I think there wasn't it? 1 second, yeah. So don't forget, if you're watching on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, you can actually watch us. But if you're driving, of course, don't watch us, please. And you can always leave comments as well and let us know. We read them during the show. So we got one from Mark.
I think we also got one from Heather.
Okay.
She was saying that...
Big up, Heather.
All the time. She was saying that American Fiction was great.
Okay.
That it's showing at BFI. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Never.
We should add that to the Discord then as well, actually,
Yeah.
so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark says from Spotify says when it comes to productive conversations, they happen definitely at the community functions, etc. The difference, in my experience, they're attended by people with few differences. Yeah,
That's a good point, actually.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I think that's sometimes I'm very wary. To be fair, actually, I will say TDA is what's taught me that, if anything, like more, is that I'm wary of saying that certain things aren't happening, of saying that things aren't happening as a definite, just because I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
Because we've had so many guests on the show that I'm like, you lot are absolutely like amazing, and you're doing like when we had a black farmer. I never would have thought that. Do you get what I mean? So we've had different guests. Like when we had Uche's Ram up here, like we've had people doing amazing different things that in the past I couldn't even have a conversation that, no one's making ramen, no one's a black farmer. Like, and I think it's very important for us not to say stuff like that because have you actually done the research to find out if anyone's doing it? Because if you did, you find that there are people like that. And I think sometimes it can be dismissive of the people that are actually doing groundwork that don't have big platforms or we're not aware of. So I'm always kind of wary of that kind of stuff, especially because we know that essentially it's unproductive conversations or is banter, is shady stuff, is silliness that gets the most noise.
100%.
But that doesn't mean there isn't noise coming from other places kind of thing. But yeah, that's a good point by Mark. Big up, Mark.
Well, also that last point, the difference in my experience, they are attended by people with few differences. So is there much progress made if it is that you just have a one mindset in the building?
No, not
I don't
necessarily.
know if it is that's what he meant.
No, I don't think it means like one mindset. I think it's more like they wouldn't be worried about like they're on job. They're focused on what it is that we're currently dealing with. Because when you see those things where they have like a community council and stuff like that, when they get there, what's on the agenda is this.
Yeah.
They've got a chairman, a chair panel, or whatnot. We don't deviate from what we're discussing.
Yep.
So we're able to get discussion for what we're discussing. But in society, we can't because again, the conversation is free. There's no moderators, there's nothing. So when you're talking about this thing, someone's going to say, yeah, but this, da-da-da-da. And then we end up focusing on this thing that's been brought in, and the original thing is being missed. So when he says few differences, I don't think he means that it's that. I think he just means that there's few differences between them.
Yeah.
And I think there's few differences between them because they're not focused on expressing what the differences are between them.
Yeah.
So it comes across as few differences.
Explain.
What do you mean? Explain
Further.
the few differences.
Yeah, because I'm still reading it as though he's saying that might be an issue.
Is it?
That there's too many differences.
There's not enough differences. So the divergence of thought in the room.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get a person who thinks like, I don't know, Marx in a space.
No, you would though. You would, but I think when someone Marx is in the space, I'm in the space, you're in the space, Iman's in the space. When we're in that space and this is what's on the agenda, we're not gonna get to know the difference, like all the differences between us, because we're focused on this. So it's gonna be a case of there's few differences, even if we bring stuff up, but it's not the be it and end all that's going to cause a stop to this conversation that we came here to have, and so we're focused on other things. Does that make sense?
Not yet.
So wait, let me read this out again.
I'm reading it in a similar way to
But
in a
expla-
sense.
so wait,
yeah,
explain.
I'm about to tell you.
When it comes
It's
to productive conversations, sorry, Iman. When it comes to productive conversations, they happen definitely at the community functions, etc. The difference, in my experience, they are attended by people with few differences.
So I'm seeing it basically like in two ways. Let's just say we come there to talk about pro-black stuff, right? I can compartmentalize and say, okay, cool. I may be a Hindu or you may be a Muslim, whatever, but we don't care about that today. You know what I'm saying? Those, like, we can focus on the agenda. This is what we're here to talk about. And also, it could be a case of people, again, from different belief systems who don't allow, pardon me, I've mentioned the belief system already. Like, it could be a situation where people just, again, when it comes to many different things, you just think similar things. So, like, all the other things where you would differ in your, I guess, your assessment of certain things and your ideas or whatever, you don't allow those to be the things that divide you. Because how many times, like, remember that day when we had the discussion about about black people being on code and all this other stuff, we started talking about so many different things that we even deviated from the main thing, and even showed that we're not on code. You know what I'm saying? But if, for example, let's just say I'm in a room with Christy, right? Me and Christy could talk. We may have different views, like religious views, but we don't care because we're just talking about the progression of black people. So those differences mean little when it comes to us sitting down and having productive conversations. So I think that's what he's talking about.
So you're saying that when he starts a sentence by saying the difference, he's saying compared to other platforms, for example, a platform like this,
Yeah.
they focus on the positive stuff and not the negative stuff.
Not necessarily. I think it's just that I think in those places, in spaces, because again, I'm thinking of like community councils and stuff like that. This is what's on the agenda. There's limited time to talk about it, and that's what we're going to talk about. But here, there's a greater freedom, and I think I don't necessarily see it as a negative thing, because sometimes in discussing this, we're able to realize actually this is the underlying problem. And so actually, if we're going to move forward, then we need to kind of look into this as well and sort this out, blah, blah, blah. But then in like spaces with very structured formats, you might not be able to get into the other issues. It's just more like, okay, so it's solution-based. What are we doing about this situation where they're trying to shut down Notting Hill Carnival? Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I think I'm trying to understand the point of the message, because the topic of the day was off the back of a video of the guy saying we need to switch our priorities.
Yeah, right? Basically, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in having that in my mind, he's now given an example of, yes, people do have productive conversations in these community meetings.
Yeah.
The difference, in my experience, they are attended by people with few differences. So I'm thinking, what's your contribution to what the guy is suggesting?
Okay.
So I'm trying to find out if it's it's not effective enough because such and such. Maybe that's where I'm getting tripped up.
I get you. But you know the good thing though? Mark listens all the time. Mark is regular. Yeah. So Mark, love, if you could just kindly let us know. And I don't know if there's a character limit in the Spotify thing.
I don't know.
So if you could DM or something.
I don't have a clue what you are talking about. But what you just said sounds like what he was saying, kind of thing. Saying that like the conversations do happen. The problem is they're attended by people with few differences. So it's all similar, like-minded people already, and it needs to reach out to different types of people, if that makes sense. That's what that sounds like. But I don't know what it's reference to.
Okay.
That could be it, actually.
Wait.
No, I'm not saying that just because Mark said
I want to go run outside naked screaming. Because why is your word sweeter than mine? Is it because I'm jumbled up when I speak?
Now you know how I feel.
Because my head is all over the place, 100%. And a lot of times I waffle the hell out of stuff, 100%. But I thought I did well enough.
No, you did, 100%. Because, you did, 100%.
And the thing is, we might me right. You understand? But I thought I was crazy. No. Because I'm hearing him saying, you know, that triggers me. When someone's talking and I ask him to finish and he doesn't. And then Esther pipes back in and he goes, So I'm there getting triggered by this guy, And then when it goes to him, he says the same thing that Esther said.
It's pissing you off that they're on the same wavelength and you're saying, wait, what?
No, I don't mind that they're on the same wavelength.
Not that you don't mind that.
I want to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
To be honest though, because when he said it, I thought, maybe we overcomplicated it. Maybe we thought too deep into it.
Anyway, I appreciate it.
But Mark, let us know though. Big up Mark there. That's a real one.
You went somewhere yesterday?
I tried to take my mum to the airport, but I didn't know.
Never mind.
Last year? Or last night? I didn't go there. I was waiting for someone. They took too long to come.
Sorry. That was my fault.
Cut the cameras. Get into headlights.
Oh, they took too long. It was too long. Like, what was I going to do? It's all going to be finished and shit.
The king. All right, people. So our first
this is sad, man. First of all, can I just say, like, okay, I'm not justifying racism.
What a way to start!
I'm not justifying racism, but sometimes don't think I'm ever gonna look your way. Sometimes
You say niggas be niggering.
yeah, Brent. Sometimes black people do stuff, and I'm just like, I get why sometimes they move the way they move. Because when the news about Charles came out and all them jokes, people were joking about cancer and stuff, I was like, if I was Priti Patel, you'd be first on the boat. You'd be first to go.
I didn't see none of it, but I heard people.
it's
I heard
horrible,
people. I heard
Marks.
people referencing
It's horrible, man.
like even the things that you are saying.
Man.
I didn't actually see none of it.
People talking about like his karma, the spirit of Diana. I was thinking, shut up. Please don't act like you're gonna be brunching with Diana anyway.
And we say
I
it
feel
was
like it's out of order,
It was
man.
black people leading the charge.
Well, obviously, I don't know who else is in charge.
That's
I
why
don't call me a snitch. But I'm on Black Twitter, innit? So what I was sitting on my side of the pond was not nice, man. And I was like, first of all, cancer is something that's so common, yeah? The average person knows someone who's had cancer. And I'm like, you're making these jokes as if you don't have, like, you don't know someone who could be triggered. But, like, come, I know you don't. I don't believe you don't like the monarchy that bad. That's it. That's my truth.
I thought that's like the big C. I thought that transcends everything, to be honest with you. Like,
Marks, I thought it did too.
like race, class.
Like, that's the one thing that unites everybody.
Like if you heard Trump had cancer, you might be like,
Not
damn.
him.
What?
That's in, like,
Yeah.
not him. They got Trump. No, that's sad.
Yeah, like I thought that unites
Marks,
everybody.
They weren't caring, man.
He's saying,
They were vile.
You see, you're
They were
wicked,
horrible,
you
man.
know.
Yeah,
Some of
it's-
you should get
I can
citizenship.
understand, innit? Like, I wouldn't be one of those being like, yeah, you know, good.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But I can understand why somebody would. Remember that whole time when I can't remember her name, but she was commenting on the Queen, I believe, when the Queen died. It was in the Daily Mail, and she was talking about colonization and all this other type of stuff, and she was criticizing the Queen. And everyone got onto it, but she's thinking, wait a minute,
Dr. Shutter.
that's it,
Yeah.
thank you. And everyone was talking about obviously the Queen, she's dead, but why are you not thinking about the other people that died from back home? Like, why did you
but
care?
like, I feel like there's a time and place. There's a way to deliver our messages, and I think sometimes you just got to read the room. I don't know, man. I think because of what it was as well.
Yeah.
Like death happens to everybody, gonna happen to everybody, right? But with cancer, it's like it's such a thing, and it's just so common and stuff, and it's just like, and I think my thing as well. Whenever I sit on platforms and I talk about stuff, I am very aware of like there's people in my life who may be going through that thing. And I don't ever want people in my life to feel like they can't come and talk to me because I don't take that particular thing seriously. Yeah. I'm always aware of that. And I think with cancer, everyone knows somebody or, you know, like, do you know what I mean? We know these things. And even with black people don't really go and get health checkups and stuff. So we know that sometimes when they're finding black people where like, it's already stage 4, it's too late. We know these things. It's like, and I honestly don't believe people hate the monarchy that much. I don't believe you do. I don't. Because you don't keep the same energy for the same thing. I'm talking people talk about, a bank holiday's coming up. I'm like, yikes, man.
Yeah,
Gosh, man.
I've seen a few of those.
Oh.
So you got extra bank holiday
I
coming.
just thought that was too far. It's too far. Too far. But that's just my truth, man.
Because if you don't drop in the summer, it's media anyway.
That's it, then. Sorry, but I'll be honest with you, bank holiday in autumn is dead. That's that. Bank holiday in November. What the hell is that going to do for me?
Ain't doing nothing for nobody.
Yeah, man.
But you know he's not dying though, innit?
Yeah, of course I
Nothing's gonna happen to him.
No, nothing's going to happen to him. I mean, something happens to everybody, but, you know, he's in treatment already. I believe it's a prostate, by the way. Because basically, they're trying to say that, obviously, they found the cancer while they were operating as prostate. But I'm like, so you're telling me all of a sudden they found cancer in the throat? From a prostate? Or what are you doing lurking around his lungs when you must be down?
Maybe they just for let's do
back.
an overall checkup.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Prostate cancer if there was working
I think
on
it's prostate. They
prostate,
just don't want people alarmed to think about the king's dick and stuff. So I hear it. That's right. People think about Drake's anyway. So actually, what king?
That's why MI6 leaked Drake's things, isn't it?
Drake leaked that shit.
No, MI6
Allegedly.
did it.
MI6 did it.
Of course. To
So,
take people's attention away from
Of all the
us
penises,
and joke about King Charles.
of all the penises that they thought we wanted to see, they thought it was Drake's.
Oh, it worked, didn't it?
Well, it's out there now, so. Big up Drake there.
Well, for those who don't know what we're talking about, the king has appeared in
Take
public
the camera
for the
from
first
but
time.
someone's reading.
Is that in Word on Road?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
It is the only wooden rules. I've asked her, I've texted her, asked her, can you put more, please?
No.
She now has 6.
Drake is fill the room, child. That's it.
Oh, what you say before?
Yes,
before
it was just one.
There was just one
It
word
was
on
caps.
road.
It was just Drake.
The dick. God damn.
I am celibate, so that's great. Sorry.
All right, so the king has appeared in public for the first time since his cancer diagnosis was announced. He was spotted with the Queen Consort, leaving Clarence House as they were taken by car to Buckingham Palace. His appearance came after a meeting with his youngest son, the Duke of Sussex, that lasted around 45 minutes. Prince Harry had travelled on an overnight British Airways flight from Los Angeles Airport, arriving at Heathrow at around 1 p.m. on Tuesday. He was seen being driven into Clarence House, where the king had been recovering after receiving treatment. It's understood that Prince Harry has no plans to see Prince William during his visit to the UK. Next headline, and in a campaign speech in Las Vegas, the US president was remarking on how the leaders of France and Germany reacted when they saw him at a G7 summit after the January 6th riots at the Capitol. Recounting their exchange shortly after he was elected, Biden referred to Macron as Mitterand from Germany before quickly correcting that he was from France. So this is basically what he said. He said, I sat down and I said, America's back. And Mitterand from Germany, from France, looked at me and said, how long are you here for? Yeah. Mitterrand, by the way, served as president of France from 1981 to 1995. So this is why this is obviously a headline. Because the man that you mistake Macron for, dead, since 1996, right? Biden's comments made on Monday night came less than a day before he appeared to freeze while updating reporters on a potential hostage deal between Israel and Hamas. It's the latest in a series of apparent gaffes made by the president, who confused Taylor Swift and Britney Spears in November while pardoning turkeys in the Thanksgiving ceremony. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for Biden. And the last headline, trigger warning on this one. And a cult leader in Kenya has been charged with murder after more than 400 bodies were found buried in shallow graves. Yep, in a remote forest in the east of the country. Survivors and victim families have said that Paul Mackenzie urged followers to fast in order to go see Jesus. He and 29 others pleaded not guilty in a court in the coastal town of Malindi. Mackenzie has already been charged with committing acts of terror, child cruelty and torture, all of which he's denied. And police and prosecutors allege that some victims may have been strangled, suffocated, or even beaten to death using blunt objects. According to living victims, the cult preached against modern medicine and urged members not to vaccinate their children. Mackenzie and his alleged associates have been in police custody since last April, when he surrendered to the authorities following the discovery of bodies in the forest. They denied forcing anyone to starve. So yeah, he's been charged, man, for 191 murders.
That's horrible. Boy. Yeah.
Yes, that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into what you saying topic of the day.
All right, people. Obviously, today is going to be a relatively quick show, but we're going to have a nice, to the point topic of the day, right? Lighthearted and whatnot. But obviously, the ramifications or implications of the discussion may, go further. But I wanted to ask you guys, when it comes to nationality, when it comes to, I guess, how you're seen, right? Do you care who represents you? Like, so if someone says, for example, you're English, yeah? Or if somebody says, oh, there's an English person in the room, and you go into that room, and you see a bunch of people in there, black, white, all the other colours, right? Do you feel like you should be able to identify who that English person is?
Are you in England?
No. You could be in England, it doesn't matter. But you've gone into a room, and you've got like 5 different people in there, all looking different.
No, but it's different though. It's weird, because if we're in England, say like in London, in that space, there could be 5 different English people in there that all look different. Okay. So it's to say, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I was out of England and then you asked me like with different nationalities, but who's the English one? Maybe that might be more. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, let's do outside England.
What? Just from looks or?
Yeah, just from looks. So if they said, "Oh, go in there and say hello to the English guy,"
It depends. It depends who it is.
okay.
Because if it's a white man, I'll just walk up to the white man, innit? And just say, yo, fuck off.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but it could be, but then they could trick me. It could be a black you or English or Indian you. And then I'm confused, you get me?
But
especially if they don't speak, if you just got to stand there, innit? You know what I'm saying?
But that's, okay. What if you was to go in there and someone said to you, "Oh, go in there and say hello to the Japanese guy"?
It sounds like you're trying to trick me.
What about you guys?
I don't even get what's going on.
So say you went into a room. say you went into a room, yeah.
Yeah.
And there were like, I don't know, 5 people in there. And
Yeah.
they said, "Oh, Esther, the Japanese guy, can you call him in, please?" Let's
Okay.
just say you're secretary, right?
Yeah.
When you go in there, would you ask who's the Japanese guy, or do you think you'd be able to identify the Japanese guy?
I'll identify the Japanese guy.
All right, cool,
As
right?
long as I'm not in a room full with East Asians.
Yes.
It might get confusing.
So let's just say there's no one else from there. There's like a Sri Lankan person, a Nigerian person, there's an American person, there's a Japanese person.
Yeah, I'm going straight to the Japanese guy.
Okay, cool.
I know it ain't Nigerian. Then again, Nigerians are everywhere.
Yeah, but because of the way this country is all mixed up, yeah, you can't do that with a British person.
You said English.
British is different.
English,
English
Yeah,
is different.
I said, yeah.
I'll go for a white guy.
Actually, English, I'm going for a white guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're British, we're not English.
But there's bare black people that cast themselves as English.
Well, them black, well, they're Lulu.
Yeah.
They're very Delulu. You can't be English. You're not English, you're British. You ain't got the white blood in you. So yeah, like Bren, I'm going to the white man.
Okay. Brent,
But-
can you,
Yeah.
okay. Can you click that first link in the thingy, please? Yeah.
Wait a second, you clip the first, excuse me?
Yeah, that's true though. When you go on holiday, you could tell the English people, regardless of race.
They're the loudest ones, drunk off one beer.
When I was talking about the Indian man, I could just tell he was English. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The Indian guy,
Yeah, he was Indian man. Yeah,
British.
yeah.
Okay,
British,
yeah.
British. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a sense of entitlement with British people. You just know. You could just know. There's something about them when they're in different spaces in different countries. You could just tell.
Oh, what is?
I said black. I see the word black.
That ain't Miss Japan.
This is Miss Japan.
Wait, go back up. What does the headline say, please?
Ukraine-born Miss Japan winner hands back crown over affair with married man.
That's
So
the only
what?
reason. That's the
So
only
why you
reason
take my crown then?
If she's Ukraine born as well,
Excuse me. My issue
she's
is
not
that
really. That's what I'm trying to say. This is just
She's
like,
nationalised.
identity politics stuff. Like she identifies. She went to Japan, got the nationality. That's what she thinks. But she's
so
not.
she represented them on the world stage.
And I suppose that's what they don't want to let her do. But if it was Olympics, they'll let her do it as well. We let Mo Farah do it. But she's not Japanese though.
No, but she's Miss Japan. How's she not Japanese?
Because she's you just told me she's Croatian born. She's clearly and she's
Okay.
Ukrainian born.
Clearly, Ukrainian born then. She's clearly Ukrainian.
So let's just say she was born in Japan. It looks the same, but just born in Japan.
Yeah, she can be Japanese if she wants to be. Well, she is Japanese though, because she won Miss Japan. Unless the contest is called Miss Japan. And so I could be black up in there as well. But she is Japanese because she must have a nationality of Japan to be able to represent them.
She got a passport.
Exactly, in the contest to then win Miss Japan.
So all you need to do is win, and that makes you that. So all them Miss Universe.
Yeah, they're the Miss Universe. My issue with her is that I think she should have stood on
Right.
business and not given the crown back.
All the Miss Universes that ain't OGs. They're OGs because they won it.
Are you talking about? Wait, are you going into the transgender thing?
I just asked you a question.
No, but we're talking about something different. We don't have to go there yet.
No, but she's saying
Yeah.
because she won it, because she won Miss Japan,
She's
that
Miss Japan.
makes her Japanese. So I'm saying, does winning the thing qualify you then? Does it?
No, she didn't say that.
She did.
No, she didn't. She if she did.
I'm trying to see why I'm in it.
Did you say because she won it, she's Japanese?
Yeah, she
I
did.
think she was entered into the competition because she has a Japanese
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
passport.
saying she had Japanese nationality, which is why she entered the contest and was able to win for Japan as Miss Japan. Because she's Japanese before she entered the contest, and so because she's Japanese, she was able to rep Japan in the contest, win, and then she became Miss Japan.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and nationality, she's got a paper. She's legit. So obviously, it was legit enough for her to go and represent.
Exactly.
Japan. She's Japanese.
That the Olympians do.
Yeah, cool. But then that's what I'm trying to say. It's the same thing. Like Mo Farah's Somalian though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah, but he's also British and he represented Britain. And he won for Britain.
Does that mean she's
So
Japanese?
he's
then?
Mr. Britain.
Then let her land. Then leave her alone. Then.
But in those competitions, granted, obviously those is like athletics and things of that nature, right? I feel like we're kind of used to how that looks.
Yeah,
Innit? You just look at the English football team, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to saying you're Miss this or you're Mr. that, is there a Mr. something?
Yeah, you can be if you want to be.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so say you're like Miss Japan or Miss whatever. In my brain anyway, like when I saw this, I just thought to myself, like, what are they doing there? Have they done the whole switch like Kano with somebody else again? Or is, you know what I'm saying? Because why?
They only do that with black people.
Yeah, this is true.
no, yeah,
This is
no,
true. You know what I mean? Ukrainians and Japanese.
Oh, no, we can tell them apart.
Yes.
So
but you're right there,
what's
because-
more important then?
No, but I'll be real though. Like, just because I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm 100% shy for Japan as a nation.
This is,
Because I just think that if you're going to do beauty contests, Miss Ukraine, well,
exactly.
Ukrainian-born Miss is who you wanted to put forward on the world stage to represent Japanese beauty.
Yeah, but then so why aren't you
So I'm
shy
shy for
when
them.
the Olympians do it? Olympians do it.
But it's about representing how you look, though.
No, but there's country pride in that. It's the Olympics.
No, but that's to do with
So-
athleticism and also like with the people that
So you're
say
saying
go-
you couldn't find your actual real people ain't good enough. So you had to go and steal other people to come and run for you and swim for you and whatnot, and pretend that they're British and celebrate them. How can you not be shy for them now? That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah, but I've been shy for them because they've been doing that from the beginning of time. So that's the premise. That's this plot. That's literally the thesis of slavery.
That's
I've been
the
shy
plot.
for them. Like, they're just doing what they've been doing.
So what is more important?
But I think
Nationality or what's it called?
Ethnicity.
Ethnicity.
Yeah.
What's more important? Nationality or ethnicity?
my ethnicity is more important because I go ahead saying I'm Nigerian before I say I'm British.
But you
Well,
can't-
when it pleases
when you go on vacation,
Depends who I'm talking to, you know.
But then you can't even say you're Nigerian. You have to say you're Yoruba, though. Because Nigerian, they could do this. Miss Nigeria
That's
could
true.
be from
It could be
Essex.
from Lebanon.
Thank you very much. I
Could
won't
be
be
a
surprised.
Lebanese.
I won't be surprised in a
Even
few
without,
years.
you know, even without you, man. Yeah, I feel like there's an order of things that's like important to me.
Mm-hmm.
But my nationality is like down there until it's a case of national issue. And that's the first thing I'm introducing myself as.
yeah, I don't really have national pride. Only during World Cup and Euros.
Mm-hmm.
No, but World Cup though, that's if Nigeria is there, I'm repping Nigeria. When Nigeria goes out, then I rep Britain. Like when Nigeria is in the game, I'm not really checking for Britain like that. But if Nigeria doesn't get to the finals, then I'm repping Britain because
See, if Jamaica
two
and
things.
England are in the World Cup, obviously I wish Jamaica well.
Wow.
What?
Wow. I said I wish them well.
I know, and I'm gonna follow the whole journey. I'm gonna be involved, but obviously, like,
He said, come on, England.
obviously, I want to win. I want a proper chance of winning.
And this is why Japan's putting white women forward for Miss Japan. Do you know what he said? He said he wants to win, so he's going to go with who he thinks is going to win. Winning team,
Oh, who's just
the
got
white
a
people.
better chance, isn't it? That? And you say the white people, but most of the team's Caribbean man anyway. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Caribbean descent, so it's us anyway.
What are you talking about?
England.
Well, that's because of the colonization thing. Get me? They feel that they own us. Sorry.
But so there's still a part of you that can represent, because there's representation of you on that pitch.
Yeah, that's what he said. That when it is that they said that we're allowed to go to England because we're part of the pig. When we came there, get out.
Get out. Commonwealth thing.
In the chat, I see Gina and Christy talking about how they wouldn't do this with a black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they wouldn't put Miss Japan as black.
Oh, but there's a second clip
Oh, they did.
in there.
Yeah.
Progressive. All right then.
I mean, well, this goes down to that debate of what you consider black, though. You know what I'm saying? But it'll make sense. So this is
I've been called nigger and had trash thrown at me. First mixed race Miss Japan hits out at the spasmodic vomit of racial abuse she suffered because father is African American.
Okay, so Miss Japan must just be a contest then, so anybody can be. If you Okay.
No, but her mother
alright.
is she Japanese?
But her mum would be Japanese.
Yeah.
She would be
Nah,
Japanese.
this
I'm on
runs.
YouTube. I go on YouTube. I went down the rabbit hole the other day, and you find the black people that live in Japan. They talk fluent Japanese resident. They talk to you about their experiences.
Yeah.
Where some of them say, "Oh, they want to leave," and because once they travelled and went to like America or whatever, and they seen how they're treated, like it's like more inclusively, like it's just different, innit? They saying that now they know that they need to go and all that, but. They are like proper Japanese born. They talk about like I said, just their experience, just living in Japanese, being there, whatever. They are there.
I got
But again,
her-
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's so cute.
yeah,
That's a
this
cute
can
picture.
run.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
but her mum is Japanese. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that makes sense. You know
But
what
the
I'm
white
saying?
one,
This is what I'm saying.
She's just
had
a
Japanese
resident.
money in her.
But
She
how
what?
how did the Japanese people? I'm saying like the people are they calm with her to represent her there? Like say like this picture here, this free hair. Is there resentment there with this one, or are they calm?
Well,
with her?
yes. I mean, I'm not too sure if it will be from the other contestants, but the headline was basically saying that other people are calling her the N word and all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Blackanese thing, you know.
but yes, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, I think.
Oh no, see, so she won it. She actually won this one.
yeah, she won.
Also, racism is dead in Japan.
No, it's not.
That's
Well,
not what that
actually, no,
means.
that's not what the story is. That's not. That's not what they're trying to push.
Oh, yeah? Oh, so, go ahead of myself.
But yes, you know what I'm saying. Like, but again,
Is that her mum or is that her?
Babies always look scared. It's her mum. I think with her as a baby.
no, that's-
Well, her mum
that's
look-
her.
That must
No.
just got to be her, no?
Her mum looks mixed.
Because that don't look like a full Japanese lady.
Nah, mum's,
That's not a mum.
That's her.
That's
That's
her, right?
her.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, pick up her. She looks more Japanese now.
Yeah.
That weird to say. I don't think. Oh, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't think you're
yeah, it's true.
co-sign is what I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I think
But yeah, it
it
basically
depends, man.
that same question that Mark's asked about what's more important to you, and do you care about how you're represented? Because if, for example, someone's like, oh yeah, you know, Miss Nigeria is so pretty, Nigerian women are so pretty, like amazing, and they're like, look, have you seen the last 4 Miss Nigerias? From Lebanon, from Saudi Arabia, Ukraine,
Dubai.
Dubai. Like in your head, wouldn't you be confused?
Of course.
I wouldn't want Miss Jamaica to be a white thing.
Mm.
That don't make sense. Even though there's white Jamaicans out there and they probably do the pageant thing. Probably obviously there's all types in the pageants and all that anyway. But if it was like that's the thing. The way this because of colonialism, this country is Miss Great Britain could be anything.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be, in my mind, that wouldn't be like, how could they do that? Whether she could be East Asian, South Asian, South Africa, East African, West African, Caribbean, any representation of this person's Miss Britain, I'd be like, Brent, why did you want
No, I don't know. The contribution that he come on the show, man. Come on the show.
Who's that?
He always pops up and this is what he leaves. Tells us about his travels.
Oh. Can't remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
My bad.
And the white Jamaicans, you wouldn't
I
want.
was saying England could be England could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Britain could be anything, and that wouldn't actually. That wouldn't actually bother me. I suppose just because of the makeup of the country.
Is that because we're on the, if you can even look at this as a positive and negative thing, we're on the positive side of it because we're being, I guess, pushed to be Miss this or Mr. that. But if it was somebody that represented our home countries that didn't look nothing like us, then we would feel some type of way.
Yeah, definitely, because it's my home country. But as an outsider looking into other these countries I'm not from, I'm shy for them.
Mm-hmm.
Am I actually?
If the Miss Nigeria was white, how would you feel?
Not great. I'm shy for all parties involved.
Yep.
And I will call for her to be stripped of her title.
But then obviously she done the pageant when you're going through it. What if when you obviously you didn't know her, but when you go and look and all that, she's a Yoruba woman.
Yeah, but I think that's
She
my
can't
thing
be.
though.
What do you mean?
She can't be Yoruba and she'd be white.
She could be.
How?
I'm not saying there's Yoruba women that. Anyway, do you know what? I'm not talking about that. I'm not going to answer it. But do you know what? I think I will always be shy because in my mind, these little contestants and stuff, or these competitions should have people that are originally from there. The mixed race Japanese girl, she can run. That's fine. But the girl from Ukraine, girl, you don't even go here. No, you can't be Miss Japan. Because for me, I feel like beauty pageants should represent the beauty of this land.
Yeah.
And how is that possible if you're not even from here? That's wild to me. So if Miss Nigeria was a white woman that's mixed race and whatnot, that's fine. She's half Nigerian. That's cool. That runs. But if it's just a white British woman or white Ukrainian woman that just lived in Nigeria and got a green passport like I do, sorry, what are we doing here?
Black Rob asked a question, yeah. Would you mind M.R. repping Jamaica if Jamaica was part of like the Eurovision contest?
Of course.
You'd mind?
He's not Jamaican.
What is he?
Who, M.R.?
Yeah.
He's English, you madman.
But ain't he like white Jamaican?
What are you talking about?
Why do you talk like that then? I don't understand.
Did you see the clip where he said I
Brother's
never
from
said I was Jamaican?
Brother's from Surrey.
He said it
So why is
with
he
a
doing,
Jamaican accent.
why is he doing that then?
He just loves Jamaican. He just loves Jamaica,
That
innit?
can't be the extent of it.
He's from Surrey. He said his sisters and his mum and that used to get chopped up by a yard man, and he was just around them all the time, innit?
He was getting lessons while they were getting...
That's that they was dating yard man and that. That's
So-
what he was around all the
so
time.
the
He fell
extent
in
of
love
it-
with the culture.
So the extent of it is just he fell in love with the culture and just been on holiday.
They were slamming his people with them. That's the most extent of it. That's what I took from what I heard.
That's the worst reason. He should have just never told us that story.
I thought there was more to it. I thought the guy was born there or something.
No.
How do you feel about people like
His
that, though?
sisters and his aunt love black man.
How do you feel about stuff like that, though?
Like what? In what sense?
Like when they have no ties, relation whatsoever to the culture, but somehow you embody the culture to the point where people question, people
To me-
assume that you're part of the culture.
To me, it's crazy. To me, it's absolutely crazy. But it's like a gimmick, innit? And everybody's just laughing, joking, like a thing. Like if you listen to his story, it's mad. Like say that White Yardie, yeah. I hear where White Yardie's coming from. Like that's like there's like you said, there's white people in Jamaica. Like
White
normal.
Yardie, the comedian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so was he
There's-
born there? Or grew up there or something?
Was he? I think he's pregnant there. I think his mum flew back here to have him here, so she had the baby here,
Okay.
and then took him back to Jamaica, and then raised him there, whatever, innit? So and then he was raised there and came back as a teenager or whatever.
So he's probably got like a Jamaican passport or something.
No, I think she would have flew him back, so he got the English passport. She had him here, innit? So I
No,
don't.
but I mean, because he was like, he went back there and was raised there for some time, innit?
potentially,
Yeah.
I don't know, but to me, like I've said, like whatever, innit? Let him land. He's over there, innit? M. the arse thing is nothing like that. Got nothing. It's got nothing to do with Jamaica. He just likes it, innit?
I thought it was, you know.
No, he just feels it.
This is incredible.
That's I think it's weird. You can't be someone who told me you love Nigerian culture so much, and now you speak with an accent, you dress in Ankara all the time, you do this and then like, and I think for me, I think it's a joke because as well, you want everyone to know that you appreciate this culture and you're building a following of you eating amala and eba and pound jam and stuff. Like, you're a weirdo, bro. But that's me, Nigerian version.
What that guy that's always vulgar and has black women dancing videos?
I hope you meant Chet
He's
Hanks,
from
you know.
East. He's from
You
East.
meant Chet
I'm from
Hanks.
Hackney.
What's his name?
Tug of war.
Tuggy.
Tuggy. Yeah, Tuggy's different.
And this is the problem. Because you need some people are blind.
Hey, tug of war is different.
Is he Albanian or Polish or something?
Stop it.
What?
And he embodies Jamaicans.
Yeah, he's something like that, man.
How he's gone Sting in that big clash? He's been on the stage.
Does he wear?
He done
does
the
he listen to,
stage
like,
show with Sting and
Does
thing.
he speak with a Jamaican accent?
Yeah, patois, enough patois in top. That's his style.
And he was raised here.
I'm guessing so. Yeah, Stoke Newton.
So what's his story? What's his story?
I've never really delved. I've never really delved into it. I've never really done my due diligence. We just accepted it. We just said, all right, Tuggy.
You're one of us.
Okay, Tuggy.
Oh,
Nah,
man.
man. Some of you, it's just
This one is crazy.
It ain't it, y'all. This ain't it at all.
But you
Tug of
know,
war is sick. I wish Brent, man, you're missing the trick, man. I don't know how you're not on Twitter or somewhere trying to find some kind of tug of
I'm
war.
trying right now. I'm trying right now.
but you know what, yeah? While Brent is finding that, yeah. Let's try and follow M.R. and Tug of War, them man there, yeah? And ask ourselves, are they really doing anything that's that crazy when you get so many like black people congratulating, happy when you see white people eating our food, dancing, trying to, you know what I mean? Like, learn our songs and like, they've really just taken it to the next level.
And that's what pisses me off because I don't congratulate all that crap. I don't congratulate that crap. I don't, because no one congratulates me for speaking English. No one congratulates me for liking a shepherd's pie. I mean, I don't anyway, but if I was to, no one congratulates me for that. I don't like the whole idea of celebrating white people for doing things that's in our culture and being like, oh my gosh, you're invited to cookout, and oh my gosh, you're one of us. No, no, they're not. I don't believe in all of that stuff. I think it's actually very offensive. I think there's a way to appreciate people's cultures and love people's culture without coming across as if like our culture is a joke to you. And there's white people that do that. There's white people that appreciate, I'm just using Nigeria for example, appreciate Nigerian culture, love Nigerian food, all that stuff. And it's great. It doesn't look like they're making a skit out of it.
What about the reverse then?
Outside me there!
Did you
No phone, no inside. No, I want no dog in a bumper clock, pa. Look for me dog, no, man. No phone, no shit in a cat litter. No, in a bumper clock, swagger. Look for me swagger now, no, man. Hot water, burn up the one, no. Trixie! Come, no, man. Think a bumper clock, Joe. Think I walk in a park this.
That can't be real.
No. Swing the bumper clock foot for the Monday. No phone, no inside. No, dog, I shit in a park. Watch out, me dog, I shit in a park. You think a pooper scooper around on this bumper clock, yeah? No, pooper scooper. We're not shit in a bumper clock, carpet in your yard.
I want to know if real Jamaicans like this.
Brent, that's my question, because my thing is when you catch him in a moment by himself, like if he was caught unawares, is he Polish? Or does it's Jamaican then?
No, I've seen him around bare black people, yard people. He's talking moves like that all the time.
And they're cool with him?
Yeah, everybody accepts him.
We're damn bad as a community.
Like in his house, like say he's by himself.
Yeah, did you think he's talking like this?
How do you think he sounds?
I don't know, but I've heard him talk with a Cockney accent. So he's
Oh,
not
serious?
Oh, so he can switch out. He's bilingual.
Yeah, he could code switch.
He's bilingual.
Bilingual.
He can code switch, but we're from Hackney. We can all do it. What about the people that do the reverse then? What about
So
them?
we can all do it.
What about the people that do the reverse then?
We ain't got a choice.
What's the reverse? What do you mean?
As in like black people that code switch when we go to the...
Not even code switch. Black men that are like that are on the white man thing, the English man thing.
What does that
Cass.
I'm shy for everybody, you know.
The black men that are super okay. Even us lot say that us lot. We're probably the worst of it. Southeast lot, EastEnders, the Cockney boys and that. Israel lot hang with the white kids, proper like adopt white culture. Them man there, the Israel boys, black man that.
But you know, I'm shy for everybody. Like my shyness knows no bounds. I'm shy for all parties involved.
They're different to MDR because obviously we live in England,
This is
innit?
it, yeah. They're raised here, man.
Yeah, because that's the thing, you're embodying that. But again, for me, I don't think, say, as a black person, I don't feel like the only culture you should know about and be so aware of is English culture. That's wild to me.
Would MDR be African American man? Yeah. Came over to England. Now he's in America, moving like a NF, like say like a hooligan, a British football hooligan, like the white man talking Cockney and moving mad. Is that basically the equivalent to what MDR would be doing?
I think so.
So it's just for no reason.
No, there's no reason. None. This is why I was confused. This is why I'm thinking there must be some attachment to Jamaica somewhere.
No.
Besides holidays and sisters and that getting
The funniest
experienced.
thing about MDR is, he's half decent, man. He's pretty. He's decent.
No, but all of these guys might be, you know what I mean, great guys.
They are, but
You know
I
what I'm
don't think something's not right. A screw or a few are loose. Something's not, because that video that doesn't look. That doesn't look like the kind of person I want to be walking on the same side of the road as. If I'm being real with you, I don't understand that. This is like a joke.
British rappers who had American accents, is that equivalent? And who had dressed like American culture?
Say again, sorry?
The British artists, rappers who rapped with an American accent, is that the equivalent?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
As in just rap, or they like the way they talk in the private time,
for
everything
real.
is American.
But they would dress like how they see Americans dressing, and they would have the lingo.
Yes, though. And
I think that's different, though.
Early 2000s, that kind of stuff was like rife. There's an identity crisis with Englishman.
I think,
mid
think that's
2000s, early
different.
2000s, that kind of thing was going on. Man walking around in big pants,
Them big ass boxy
velours,
t-shirts.
all this foolishness.
Them
You
shirts.
know what I'm trying to say? Like,
But I feel like that's different because for me, I see that as with art, people mimic art, and fashion is a form of art, and that whole dressing like that is just that's more of a trend. I think if they were mimicking them to the point where off camera, off video shoots, they're talking like 50 Cent and stuff, 100% you're weird too. That's weirdo behavior.
But we don't know what Tuggy does off air. He might.
I know Tuggy War.
Yeah, so
I know Tugger War.
he might be Cockney off air.
I've
So only when he's on
recorded
air.
in his yard that I know Tugger.
So off air, is he Cockney or is he Jamaican too?
It's just both.
So whatever spirit just jumps out.
Yeah, it was just however you feel. He's more. I think he would.
When he's
More
around
time you catch
Dior-
tug of war. He's more time he would probably be talking.
Yeah, when he's around
Patois.
Dior, 100% he's going to look to blend in.
No, but it'll do Cockney. It's just talking. It's just local slang. It's just talk. We'll do both.
Yeah.
But was Tug of War like raised to some degree in Jamaica though?
I don't know, but I'm sure he's been workhouse in Jamaica and that.
There you go. He's been there for some length of time.
He's saying he's simulated for survival reasons.
Yeah, but how long though? How long though?
How long did he do?
How long did you do,
I
man?
don't know.
6 months talking about you came out Jamaican. Don't be stupid. Get back in there. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Doing prison time abroad, I don't think that's as
It's
good enough
not
reason.
enough.
That's
I'm not expecting Fredo to come back here in 5 years' time with a Dubai accent.
Talking
I'll be
Arabic,
very
innit?
shy for him. Very shy for
Yeah,
him.
you'd be surprised.
He can learn Arabic.
goes-
No, but he can learn it to get by. But say he changes his entire image now, and now he's just an Arab man. I'll be so shy for you. I'll be shy for you.
I'm controlling myself. It happens to people. You go
They're
on
not-
holiday.
They're not well.
Less.
To be fair, Nigerians go to America one time and they come back with all the mans. Accent changes and all sorts. I don't know, man. I just think it's a bit. I think embodying into such a point where people actually have to sit down and have a discussion as to your origin, knowing damn well you actually, as in you know damn well you don't come from there, but you've got people so confused they think you come from there. I don't think it's doing a good job. I just think it's taking the piss.
And the Nigerians who learn English watching American,
Oh yeah.
is that the same?
If they make it all their personality, where now you're not even identifying as Nigerian, you're more American. I think it's weird. Yes,
But you do find that in Nigeria, don't you?
I don't think it's the same.
Yeah, but it's more that. No, but
I'm asking the
I
question.
wouldn't know because that's pretty common though, isn't it?
In Nigeria?
Well, I've seen a lot of like Nigerian people, or I don't know if it's just Nigerian, but I said African people that speak with American accents. And if that's how you learn, if that's your,
how you learn English, innit?
you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
But you also hear them switching back and having their Nigerian
Twang and
accent
stuff,
thick.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you realize, wait, you're putting it on. You're actually putting it on.
But you know what's tricky as well, to be fair, with Western stuff, and this is not me defending Nigeria, 'cause I think it's weird all around anyway, but because Western influence is like everywhere, and these people made themselves known in different places, that's why it's tricky when it's black people doing it. That's why I'm kind of biased when it's black people doing it as opposed to white people doing it, because I feel black people do it as they think something that's cool, or they do it as something to get by or navigate certain spaces and whatnot. If, however, though, it becomes your entire embodiment, when now I have to sit down and question whether or not you actually grew up in Nigeria, even though I know I saw you, but then I have to question it because you're so American now. For me, that's still weird. Not having a connection to who you really are and embodying something else. When it's not like you're an orphan and you can't trace your heritage. You actually know your heritage, but you've decided not to have any connection to it and embody this whole thing. But it will always be weirder coming from white people. It will always feel like you're taking the piss as a white person. That's my truth. It will just always feel like that. Like, I don't feel like you can love the culture that much that you have amala for breakfast, lunch, and dinner now.
no, but I mean,
Come on.
I mean, you can though, because when you like anything, you kind of like you emulate it, innit? Like, if that makes things, the things that you love, like that's
Just
what
look around the
No, but
state
no,
and
but
you
you
see
see-
the white guys, the Indian guys, literally.
No, but you see with Tugger,
assimilating our culture.
You see with the guy, the tug of war and whatnot, him walking around in public in a robe, in slippers and that, like, so what part of the culture, you love the culture, but what part of the culture are you trying to represent?
Yeah,
Like,
but that's
because
not-
that looks like you're taking the piss and it's like a skit.
Yeah, but that's not representing the culture. That's not got enough to do with Jamaica. That's about Tugger. He's a madman. I don't know.
Yeah, but
He's doing foolishness.
No, but that's the thing though. But
Yeah,
you,
but no, I'm saying that that's
He's a
not.
madman.
That's not even him.
You're just doing content stuff.
Yeah, he's just doing. That's not him trying to represent Jamaica or something like that. He just talk. That's how he talk. That's not got nothing to do with Jamaica, if that makes
Well,
sense.
think about it, though.
Even in his mind, him doing all that. That's not him walking the dog in the park thinking he's repping Jamaica. He's just doing him, and that's how he talks, isn't it?
But think about it, like if a white person was to come across him, or even me as a black person, because I've seen this Albanian man now speaking a Jamaican accent and whatnot. In my mind, everything that you're embodying, as loud as your accent is, you're trying to embody what is Jamaica. And that's what I'm saying, like it feels like you're taking the piss out of the culture because it just feels like you're making a joke of a culture. Because you could have walked your dog in proper clothes. Why is that what you chose to wear to walk your dog? Even if you're making content, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like if I saw if someone was like, oh, if there was a white, say it was the same guy, but he's Nigerian, right? But then he's going to the office and he's got like a boo-boo on or got something on, like, do you know what I mean? Like if you're dressed like a village headmaster, in my mind, you're taking the piss out of the culture because you think that this is part of what part of what showcases this culture.
Yeah,
Why are you in a park
He weren't in
a
like
robe?
red, gold, and green and in string vest and thing. He thought
Yeah,
he
but
was
you don't have to
dripping.
be,
He was
but
in
you're not-
Gucci.
Yeah, but
He
you're not
was
dressed decently
silk.
for
Yeah,
being
but-
outside.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I don't even know what I'm trying to. But because when I look at that,
That's your
it's
friend.
just no. But I'm saying it's just the accent. That's the only. It's just because he's talking patois is the only connection.
Yeah, but because he's a white guy, because he's an Albanian guy speaking patois, I'm thinking now everything that is you is related. You're linking it to Jamaica. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that that's the kind of impression people will get when they see somebody like that who is in part of the culture, but because you're being so loud about, you know, being able to speak the language or having the accent or whatever, they're going to take everything that you do as a representation of how these people are. So when I'm seeing him like that, I'm seeing him as, are you trying to act as though like this is how Jamaican people, when they're in public, they just dress, they just shout down the whole park and they just do this and they just do that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why I feel like for me, it's like, it can't sit right with me because it feels like anything that you do is always going to look like a joke to me. Always going to look like you're taking the piss to me.
You know, I remember Tugger
I just
was
can't take it
was
seriously.
a sign man, innit? What was this sign called again? What are they called? Tugger wore around big sign. You get me?
I don't know what that means. I'm not talking about. I don't know what Jamaican lingo is.
Like they play music, innit? They play sets and like do the mic man thing and in the dances,
is
the
it MC?
flashman dancing, like
Okay.
all that stuff. You get me? But obviously it's all
Yeah, man.
it's all dancehall that his joint's entrenched in. But we've just always like just thought Tugger was sick, if that makes sense.
As in sick how though?
Like in the head,
Mentally
innit?
ill.
Huh?
Mentally ill.
Yeah, like this brother's sick in it. Because why is he moving like this?
Yeah, because that's what I see when I see him. I don't think he's all the way balanced.
But he's always been cool. Tugger's been in the hood forever, and nobody. He's always just been. It's just Tugger.
It's not like that. You can't.
He's not like no.
With
I
a
don't want
name
to say
like
no,
Tug
not
of
take him
War-
seriously because that sounds rude. But it's like it's hard. Like it's just.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's just Tugger, man. Like
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Well, anyway, I think we can wrap up topic of the day there, man.
I wish you because recently he's been moving brazy. Recently he hasn't been. Recently in the social media age, we've been posting videos. He wasn't moving like that when man was on road. He wasn't really moving like that. So now that he's been moving flagrant, you should see some of them outfits that he's coming out of his yard in and that. He's been moving bonkers over the last couple of years. I see it on Facebook and think I don't know what he's doing.
He's taking in the content. He's
I
being
used
the
to
content
watching
creator,
the man
man.
have a mental breakdown, and everyone's laughing with him. Really, truly, that's a normal person. I mean, but a name like Tug of War, I don't think anyone's gonna question you anyway. So. All the best, King. About Grand Rising. Anyway, yeah. All right, let's get into our next headlines. The hell, you are Jamaican. Oh gosh.
All right, so our next headline, the Labour...
Hard on yourself.
The Labour Party's secretive unveiling of its Race Equality Act proposals has fueled frustration and anger amongst Black Party activists and equality campaigners. So listen to this, yeah. Labour had originally planned to release its plans yesterday afternoon in North London, but cancelled at short notice, citing undisclosed security concerns. A hastily organised evening launch then took place in South London instead. However, black MPs, community media and leading campaign groups were not invited. So this is a race equality act, right? That Labour Party, it's not the Tories, guys, Labour Party. So this has led to accusations from party members that the party intentionally excluded them to stop them from grilling Keir Starmer and Equality Secretary Annalise Dodds, preventing any real scrutiny of the Race Equality Act plans. Speaking to The Voice, the veteran MP, Diane Abbott, slammed Labour's lacklustre plan and its launch. Polls suggest that growing numbers of black and Muslim voters are questioning their long-held loyalty to Labour since Starmer took over as leader. Oh, it's about time. It's about time. However, despite these issues, Dodds and Starmer took to social media to celebrate the launch. Of course they did. The Black Equity Organisation CEO, Timmy Okua, highlighted the proposed act's significant shortcomings in addressing the issues that affect Black Britons. With the general election on the horizon, these issues could prove key when voters go to the polls. Do you think there's enough of an influence of Black people and I guess others who are, I don't know, like, who feel like dissatisfied with Labour, that it's going to make a difference, that they're going to do anything different? Will they vote differently? Would they just stop voting? Like, if they stop voting, would Labour still win?
Probably not. I think the issue, I probably not. I don't think they would win. But the issue is that people need to not say, people need to not say because they don't believe in this person, they're not going to vote.
Well, or support Labour, because what the article is saying is that they're questioning their loyalty to Labour. Not that they're not going to vote.
Do you know what? I feel like the election is going to be just a vote of the lesser of both of two evils. I know the other parties that exist and whatnot. Well, we could do research about that, but, I honestly don't know what to expect, man. I don't know what to expect at this point.
Well, second headline, trigger warning on this one. And Chile's two-time former president, Sebastián Piñera, has died in a helicopter crash at the age of 74. According to preliminary reports, Piñera was piloting a helicopter with 3 passengers on board over Lago Ranco, but no further information regarding the incident was immediately given. Piñera's body has been recovered and the 3 passengers were able to swim ashore. Interesting. He will be given a state funeral and national mourning has been declared. A wake will be held on Thursday at the former Congress building in Chile's capital, Santiago. The Harvard-educated economist and billionaire businessman served 2 terms as a center-right president from 2010 to 2014 and also from 2018 to 2022. And having amassed a fortune bringing credit card technology to Chile in the 1980s, he acquired sizable stakes in an airline, a television station, and one of the country's biggest football teams. And our last headline, apparently NHS data exposing the devastating explosion of mental illness should be a wake-up call for the government. This is according to health leaders anyway. Pretty much what it's saying is the number of children referred to emergency mental health healthcare services, in England has soared by more than 50% in 3 years. There were 32,521 emergency and urgent referrals to child and adolescent mental health services crisis teams in 2022 to 2023. And in 2019 to 2020, the year before the COVID pandemic, the figure was 21,242. So imagine from 21,000 all the way up to 32,000. The increase means that more than 600 mentally ill children a week are deteriorating to such a state that they have reached crisis point. Many children requiring emergency care have been stuck on the waiting list for an average of 5 months. Average of 5 months to 2 years. This is what the college said. And NHS England said that it was treating more young people than before and was expanding mental health services as quickly as possible to meet the demand. The Department of Health and Social Care said that it was investing an extra £2.3 billion a year into NHS mental health services to support children. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
I'm stressed. Let's get into some word on road.
I've got no business knowing about Northwest. I don't mix up all this stuff.
But she's a vibe. I feel like Northwest is what we're not seeing of Kanye at present. She's repping it hard for her dad. Like Her dad is out of the limelight, and she said, "Don't worry, Dad, I got this."
You know, look at this thing, yeah. I feel like when I see her do certain things, yeah, it just confirms to me that her dad's crazy.
Northwest is a basketballer. She plays basketball.
Have you seen her play basketball?
She's talented, yeah?
Send it to Brent, please.
She got handles. She's sick.
That kid is talented, man. Watch. Baby genius. Well, Marcus does that.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
It's a seriousness in the face. It's hilarious.
Oh, here you go, Brent. That's it.
So, Justin Timberlake is considering doing a tell-all interview with Oprah. Obviously, he's been in the news quite a bit with the whole Britney Spears situation and whatnot. People don't really like him like that. But I'll be honest with you, like, you might not like the man, but the man makes good music. His last single, I think his first single off his new album, Selfish. It's a song. That man can serenade a girl. Here's Northwest being a baller.
I keep accidentally locking myself out of my dorm in the middle of the night. I'm 2 days, I'm 2 days, I'm really like to be bound. I'm 2 days, I'm really wants to be mine, but doesn't really sit with me quite right with me, doesn't really sit with me quite right.
She's sick, man. Big up Northwest. Nah, man, I love her. Like, the kid, she has a great time in life. She has a fun time.
Oh, she's just being a bloody child.
So she is.
Yeah, but she's funny. She does too much.
What's the laughter here? I don't understand.
I didn't know she could play basketball. She's just so excitable. You know what it is? I said, every time I see it, yeah, it just confirms to me, that her dad is a madman.
Why?
Because she's...
said why?
Because she didn't.
She's got many talents. She draws as well. She does fashion. She does really good makeup. She does really good makeup as well.
She reads people.
And she does her mum's makeup and stuff. That girl can read. That girl can read the child. She's really cool, man. I can't big up Kim for that though. She's letting her kids have a childhood.
She's gonna be a superstar, innit?
She's 100%. Oh, she's gonna be very successful. 100%. Because she's talented, I think. And her parents, both Kim and Kanye, I feel like they've seen the fact that she's autistic, and they nurture that.
Mm.
Yeah, the other kids they've made some good. Like, their kids are beautiful. Absolutely. Chicago, beautiful girl. Anyway, big up them. But yeah, what's his name? I was gonna say Kevin something. What's his man's name? Justin Timberlake is thinking about doing a tell-all interview with Oprah. That should be interesting. We'll see what he addresses, I guess. But he's had he's not had good press for a minute now. Hasn't been good, man. Since the whole Janet thing and Britney, and he's just not been looking good for JT. But yeah, a source, as always, said to the Daily Mail, or spoke via the Daily Mail, that Justin is not happy with how things have gone down, and he wanted his music to speak for itself, but that's clearly not happening. And apparently he made some comments as well on stage dissing Britney Spears, and they're also saying that the comments on stage have only added fuel to the fire, and the idea of a sit-down chat with someone like Oprah Winfrey was floated months ago and is now back on the cards. I think he needs to do whatever he needs to do to save himself. It's not looking good, JT, so that should be interesting. And I told you guys on, what day is it, Wednesday? On Monday, about Killer Mike being arrested following his 3 wins at the Grammys. Well, he has released a statement, and he said, as you can imagine, there was a lot going on, and there was some confusion around which door my team and I should enter. We experienced an overzealous security guard, but my team and I have the utmost confidence that I will ultimately be cleared of all wrongdoing. And then someone on his team also said, we hit a speed bump in that Mike was detained and charged with a misdemeanor after collecting his awards. On the way into the venue, there was considerable confusion around where to go. He encountered an overzealous security guard and continued moving towards his destination. The situation has been overblown, but we are confident that the facts of the case, when laid bare, will show that Mike did not commit the alleged offence and he will be exonerated. But the tea, or what is happening, what's the news circulating around that, is that he knocked a female security guard to the ground, trying to get in somewhere. So I will keep an eye on all of that stuff and let you know what comes of it. Matthew Knowles. So there's been a lot of conversations about the Grammys and obviously, especially around the whole Artist of the Year award and Taylor Swift winning. And the last person to win, which was 20 years ago or something like that, 25 years or something like that, was Lauryn Hill. And no black woman has won since. So there's been a lot of conversations around that. And obviously, Jay-Z's speech, when he said, the person with the most Grammys is in this room, but somehow has never won Album of the Year. That's wild. It's been a lot of conversations online and whatnot. But Matthew Knowles, as he always does, sat down and spoke with TMZ. And essentially what he basically said was, cut long story short, he said that he partly blames Columbia Records. So I think she uses Columbia, for her distribution or something like that. But then everything else, I guess she does herself because she's got her Parkwood label and whatnot, or company. So essentially, they're saying, they're saying that with record labels, they can put somebody forward to the Grammy panel, essentially. But because they're not really going to get the most out of Beyonce like that in terms of, they don't handle all her affairs, it's not really in their best interest to put her forward like that. And also, there are other artists that are signed to Columbia who do rely on them for more, I guess. So, for example, Adele, I don't know if she still is, but she was with Columbia and whatnot. And obviously, she's got Grammys for Album of the Year and whatnot. So, essentially, they're saying that with a label, if there's more than one person, if a label represents more than one person or has more than one signee who could be up for, a nomination, they kind of are selective about who to put forward. So yeah, that was what Matthew Knowles had to say. He's always defending always defending Beyonce. But yeah, essentially he's just saying that record labels can only support one artist per category, and when you got people from the same label in the same category, they will do what they have to do. But yeah, Harry Styles as well. I think he's won Album of the Year. I'm sure I've seen a speech from him. He's won it. So is Adele. And they're from Columbia Records. And obviously Beyonce as well, but they're not going to put Beyonce forward because other people, it favours them more. But there's been a whole conversation with it. I know Mick Mill entered the chat, which is interesting. So he basically said, people are basically saying how some artists come out and say that the Grammys ain't all of it and, you shouldn't really be looking for this award, blah, 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 blah. But then people are saying that, you guys some of you artists only say that when it is that you feel like you've been snubbed, kind of thing. And then, so someone said to Mick Mill, I felt like y'all wasn't saying this as artists when you were up for Grammys and you guys were happy mentioning in your songs. Essentially, let others have their moment. If they're excited about their Grammy, let them be excited. If they're disappointed that they didn't win, let them be disappointed. Essentially, don't cloud it because you feel like you're past that stage of holding the Grammy in such value. And he said, I'm totally fine with the process for others. It's a great marketing tool. I'm a part of the Rebel Society to help advance our culture. This one is... Sorry. Sometimes his sentences are a bit interesting. Anyway, cut long story short, let the winners be celebrated, all love. And he said, Grammys is not the play. And he said, let me say over, I never effed with the Grammys. They never acknowledge street rappers. If they do, it's years later, or it's years late. I always took 300K and had the lit Grammy party. And every major person that ran the game was there every time to show I didn't give a F. That was the point. Obviously, then always have people in the comments saying that, yeah, a point was made, Meek, but which Meek song or album is Grammy worthy? And that's just a whole other conversation because they were kind of doing that to Tyler as well on her first Grammy, but there's that. And then Drake was trending yesterday. Drake was trending heavily yesterday, and one would have thought it was for new music or like something. He's been talking about, he's been a bit shady about the Grammys, shady about Rihanna. He's been shady a lot. So I thought, what shade has this man thrown this time? Well, he wasn't throwing shade. He's throwing dick. It's wild. It's very crazy. I don't think so. I don't know how certain videos can get leaked like that. Essentially, it's him in his room, but with like a mirror, and it's like a mirror selfie, but he's in bed playing with his thing. And so I don't know how things like that could get leaked. I also saw a screenshot, but I don't know.
Send it to someone, innit? Whoever you sent it to leaked it.
That's true, actually. That's true. That is a leak. That would classify as a leak, actually. But I saw something where someone said that he apparently posted something on his stories, but then deleted it. So I'm not sure. People edit stuff. But what was allegedly on his stories said, I wasn't hiding my meat from the world. Sorry. I wasn't hiding my meat from the world. I was hiding the world from it. I don't know that Drake would have said that. But someone claimed they caught it before he deleted it a couple minutes later. Nobody else has reported on it. So yeah, that whole thing was happening. But what got me, because Dr. Miami entered the chat, and I'll tell you why he entered the chat in a minute. But some girl tweeted, you're gagging over that Drake video like he ain't used his excess lipo juice to get him a DDL.
Imagine.
DDL finished me. And people were like, what's a DDL? And she said, Dominican dick lift. Oh, he's like my older man. Anyway, Dr. Miami, who is like a known surgical cosmetic surgeon, right? Decided to put insert himself in the chat, talking about, yes. You know, people say, when people start to tweet with yes, as if anyone asked them. No one asked you, sir. But he said, yes, penis enlargement surgery exists. That was it. That was the whole tweet. That was it. No one asked him. Why are you trying to rain on someone else's moment? Let Drake have his moment. And then someone must have tweeted saying, why are they calling it a DDL? And then he said, it's not called a DDL, but everyone kept tagging me for some reason. Sure they were. So I answered, oh, what, do people think he was one who worked on a dick? Wow. He said, yeah, he basically answering that it's not a DDL, it's a penis enlargement surgery does exist. But he's not saying that that's what Drake did. He's just putting that information out there. It's like FYI kind of situation. And then also, so obviously Love Island's been going on. People don't look very impressed by it. The only black woman in there is Kaz. So basically, Summer, do you remember Summer from one of the other ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Summer basically posted on her Snapchat and she said the lack of diversity in this Love Island All-Star season is genuinely embarrassing. And then, you know, when you do the question thing, so someone asked a question and said, the diversity on Love Island seriously needs to be improved because this ain't it. And she said, yeah, the diversity in season 10 was amazing. And they've now flipped the script to this. One black girl is crazy. I think people need to stop looking to, I'm only reporting on this because I think people need to stop looking to Love Island for diversity. Love Island is a true representation of the diversity in the statistics of black people in this country.
All right, because
and what we 3%?
You can work it. You can look at it and see how many previous black Love Island contestants are all stars.
Kaz. Oh, you mean like our actual all stars or in the season?
Not in the season.
Or actual.
Are worthy of all stars.
Ovi, Yewande.
Yeah.
Whitney.
Yep. And what's the funny boy who got his eye taken out? The tall boy.
I know who you're talking about. He's doing that girl that looks like Princess Jasmine. I'm thinking Toby. His name's not Toby.
It's
not Troy. What's his name? Cass. Is it Cass? No, it's not Cass. I can't remember him, but him, yeah.
So like 4 of them?
Yeah.
Then they got 1. Yeah, maybe she got a point. Someone wouldn't have made it.
There's not many. Nah, man.
Would Ovi have came back?
Ovi would not come back. Ovi only did that first time anyway, just by chance. Just something to do. Ovi wouldn't come back, but people need to let Ovi go, man. Let Ovi.
Theo, there she go. There they go.
Theo, that's it. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Theo.
Yeah, Theo could have been all-star, definitely. He was funny.
But he's happily in love.
Okay, so
yeah, they're still together, and they actually talk about the whole. Yeah, they basically talked about the whole opportunities available.
Whitney just came out. Has she got a point, or is there not? No.
I just think I think we stopped looking for diversity in reality TV shows in this nation. I honestly just think it's boring. I think it's silly because the thing is, unfortunately, when they go on there as well, you're gonna hate me. But when they go on there, when the black people do go on there, they usually cast their wigs all the time and the way their hair is and stuff. So why would I go on there? I mean, you cry for diversity when they go on there. You berate them
hard
on each other. It's mad.
Why
would I want to do that?
So all this pressure on ourselves, like
I don't know.
On representation.
It's mad.
Even someone said Marcel. Do you remember when Marcel was on Love Island? The black innit? and he was getting darker.
Oh yeah, and they were
He was
cooking him.
His tan was
He
tanning.
caught the sun,
was-
love. He caught the sun. Like I was tanned up. I hope it was SPF.
He was getting
That's the kind of shit
darker
that come out to
by
bite.
the second.
The second-
Like by
Every
the episode, yeah.
But I think they cooked him too. He was getting cooked. He was getting cooked. So why do you guys want diversity so you have more people to cook?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Because I honestly feel like I feel like when black people when they have to go on there, they think about it. They just talked about it. When you have to go on there, you think about this thing. You think, oh gosh, like, are they going to cook me for this? Are they going to say that? Like, why do we let people have fun? Let people go on Love Island and just have fun. But everything they do, we have to criticize it. Please. I just think we stop looking for diversity anyway. I just think there's no point. It's a representation of the land we live in. Black people, yes, when you're in black circles and stuff, it's easy for us to think that we're a lot. And numbers we are, but when you compare it to the nation we live in, it's a needle in a haystack. So let the people do what they're doing, man. I heard I've heard she's not finding love in there. She's just there for a nice holiday. And sometimes let people have nice holidays. Let them just have a great time. But yeah, that's what's happening anyway. On the streets. That's it for me. Let's get into a word.
Headline.
Let's get into headlines, sorry.
What?
Asking for a friend. Sorry, asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Bloody. Okay, asking for a friend. Hi TDA, congrats on all the progress you've made so far. Very excited for your future endeavors. I have an issue with something my man said recently. I am a lady with big breasts, big boobs, and it's something that I have been self-conscious about for most of my life. I have considered getting surgery to get my boobs reduced and lifted. Pause. Because unfortunately with big boobs comes the greater effect of gravity and mine have lost their perkiness. As I've matured, I don't think about the lack of perkiness of my boobs as much, and I don't complain because I have grown more confident in them, and as a result, thought less and less about surgery. Not to the point where I'm against it, but I just don't put as much focus on it anymore. Yesterday, I was on the phone with my man, and I said, oh my gosh, I wish my boobs were smaller. However, I wasn't referring to their perkiness, I was referring to them being smaller cup-wise. Just because, as the girlies know, having smaller boobs increases your wardrobe options and outfit-wise. Damn, it does. And separately, I feel like big boobs sometimes easily sexualize outfits. And while I love that sometimes, it's not every day, you know. The problem is he quickly assumed that I was referring to my boobs not being perky and said things like, yeah, I wish your boobs were firmer and perkier, and so on. This shocked me because, one, in our 3+ year relationship, he's always been quick to shut down my complaints about my boobs and reaffirm me that he loves them. 2, that wasn't even what I was talking about. I meant size, not perkiness. I addressed my issues with what he said and he apologized. But he also said that he wasn't aware that I had changed my feelings about their perkiness and that it's not fair for me to be pressed. He also said that everything he said are things that I have also said in the past about my boobs. Am I wrong to be pressed? This shit sucks because I feel like the next time he's around me and I'm topless, I wouldn't feel as at ease because that insecurity is in the back of my mind. Sorry this is so long and that I say boobs so many times. Love you guys and what you do. Well, thank you for writing to us. I would absolutely feel the same way you feel. I think it's one thing for me not to like something about myself, but I think if someone that I'm intimate with and someone that's always like spoken positively and blah, blah, into me, lets me know that it's something that is an issue for them as well, it just makes things very awkward and it just changes dynamics a bit. I don't think you're wrong to be pressed, but I think that considering he's always kind of uplifted you, I don't think that you should. I think you can work through it, and I hope that's Gina.
Are we still finished at 10 today?
Here we are.
Okay.
This is important matters.
Call back.
Was it Gina?
I don't know.
Oh, but yeah, that's my advice. I don't think you're wrong to feel the way you're feeling, because again, if it's something that you've always been insecure about, that just activated your insecurity.
No, it is. It's not even like reading the room, man. That was just dumb anyway. There's no.
Well, him.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
he was-
need
there
to
was no-
fight on there. There's no.
You should have said.
He tricked himself out of his position.
He did,
like,
man.
yeah,
He did,
there's
he did.
You can't get involved when your gal is in the mirror talking about, oh, I wish my birds. Yeah, for real, man.
I wish they're perky
I
and
wish
firmer,
they were
bro.
perky and firm. What?
Yeah, man.
But you
Like-
know what? This is why, again, I don't mean anything by this, but this is why part of me was thinking, did he say that?
Did he say what?
Because he might have just been like, yeah. And she's like, what? What'd you say? You heard... Are
you calling her a liar?
No, she might have heard different things.
So you're saying he said... he said, yeah, and you're saying she heard full sentences.
A man said he might have said, yeah.
And she heard, oh, yes, oh my gosh, I wish your breasts were firm and perky up.
Hey, things happen, man.
Yeah, nah. In your world.
But you got to shout. That's like a man in the mirror talking about, oh, man, look at my hairline, man. I wish my hairline was back. And she was like, yeah, man.
It's been receded for a minute.
You got to shut up, man. He's talking to you, man.
When I met you, was he announcing me that your head?
No, I said that was rhetorical, you did. I want you to get involved in my shit.
That ain't it, man. Do you have a caller?
Yeah.
Morning. Actually, yeah.
Hi.
Morning, girl.
How are you?
Good, babes. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just want to call in and say he's an idiot. Sorry. He's actually dumb. No one asked you to chime in and do chorus. Is it call and response?
Not chorus.
Like, no, because I don't understand. It's like, to me, it's coming across like you've always wanted to get that off your chest because you were waiting for that moment to chime in and be like, yeah. And the thing is, even him saying, but it's nothing that you haven't said already. I'm just thinking, what does that mean? Like, just because I've expressed how I feel, you're basically telling me that you agree with me.
Yeah.
And you've always agreed with me. So where in the past, she said that, he's basically reassured her that it's not a big deal and that she shouldn't feel no type of way about it. You've been lying, basically. Because you're telling me now that you agree and your argument is, but these are things that you said about yourself anyway. So why in the past have you been pandering to me? Yeah, he's an idiot, I'm not going to lie to you. And I get why she felt insecure moving forward. Like,
yeah.
I think it will take me a while to get over that, I'll never lie. Because I just think, like, who are you?
You got to be impartial when you're doing that kind of thing, you know? You can't be seen to be too for it or too against it. You got to let it be. It's your idea. So when she's saying like, oh yeah, I wish my breasts were perkier, I'm going to... Just
don't comment.
If you're not happy... If you're not happy,
do something about
if
it,
you're not happy with your breasts and
you're
in a position to do something about it, you want to do something about it, then you can.
And then you phone her, but I think you look great.
Yeah, like you know what I'm trying to say.
Smart.
I don't think you. I think you're fine. But if you're not happy with yourself and you're in a position to do something about it, and that's what you want to do, then.
And I think it stings more for her because she's in the past she's talked about it, and he's always said, "No, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine," and then she's complaining about it now, and he gave two things he wants. He said, when you go to Dr. Miami,
make them perkier
and firmer. Yeah, I think it's tricky, man. Danielle says, but what happens when the man really presses and asks for an honest opinion? Here's what she or he doesn't want to hear. Should she or he still lie or be honest? I think you gotta know your partner, man. I think if you press, let them know you might not like what I'm gonna say, but if you want truth, honesty, then here's my thoughts. But I think when it comes to body image, I think that's tricky. I think if it's something like, say, career or something else, I can be like, yeah, you know what? I feel like, yeah, you could do more. You could get more qualifications to push you in a better market. That, but I think when it comes to people's bodies, body dysmorphia and like not liking your body and things about you that you may not be able to change is very, very tricky.
Yeah.
Lie. Or just... Yeah. I think body is tricky, man. Because when you leave... Yeah, I asked you to be honest with me.
Why? What kind of question?
So like, what she said now, her example.
But she didn't ask a question. She made a statement.
That's the thing. She made a statement. That's even worse.
Yeah, but give me an example of why I should lie. What kind of question could you ask me that I should lie about? Do I look fat and stressed? Okay,
so, babe, do you feel like I'd look better if my bum was bigger?
Oof. I can be all like, oof.
This is not hard.
Oof.
Huh? Let's leave the room.
What are you saying? Okay, answer then.
It depends who you ask.
You're perfect as you are.
Huh?
See?
You're perfect as you
Oh,
are.
that's a king.
Yeah, sure.
That's the man you proposed to.
And if it is,
I'll say you couldn't look better if you tried.
I guess it's my turn.
People with wisdom.
Ferreros.
People.
Not damn Ferreros.
Ferrero
bigger. Sorry, Gina, what you saying, babes?
I said, look at people with wisdom.
Look at them, innit? So proud. Yeah, I do think. Do you think that there's something? This is something that they can get through, Gina? I think they can.
Easy.
It's not
What
easy.
can get through?
Not easy.
I think she can get over this. She ain't gonna forget what he did.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying
Yeah.
it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy.
No,
'Cause it's not easy,
No, but can I be honest though?
but it's
I
possible.
think it depends. It depends on how big of an insecurity it is. If it's something that you're mad
She said
insecure
she's been
about, and
insecure
something
for years about this.
Nah, man. I think it depends on how good they are both are
Exactly.
communicating. Like, obviously, it wasn't nice to hear, but like, come on, man, be mindful, man. Let's be serious and let's just move on. We both share and express the same concerns about the said breasts. It wasn't nice to hear, but we're in the same boat
Just
here.
said breasts.
Huh? No, I'm saying. So let's just be mindful. Let's just talk about it. I was
Yeah.
stupid, but
But you
right.
know I love you. You know I
And
think
you know
you're
I love you. And
beautiful.
the
You know I
same things
think
that I
you're
was
sexy.
saying and thinking, the same things that you were saying and
Yeah.
thinking, let's stop the foolishness.
Yeah.
I'm going to clock now. I'm never going to do this again. But
Yeah.
let's just move forward, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, and I honestly, I personally think they can get through it. And I'm speaking as someone who's had body dysmorphia for years. I think if a guy said something to me, it 100% will sting. But again, I don't think it's something that I will break up with him for. However, though, if, for example, I catch you watching porn or all that stuff with women with perkier, firmer breasts than me, I feel like if things happen that that reminds me of the desires you wish I had, that will be a trigger.
I don't know, man. We just
But other
gotta-
than that,
yeah,
we've got to ride it out, man.
No, man, just be smart. All this like truths and no one likes truths and things ain't nice to hear.
That's
You know
the
what I'm trying to
thing.
say? Like, if I had any insecurities about myself, but if I actually thought within myself, my nose was big, yeah. Am I gonna crucify someone for them telling me my nose is big?
Yeah. I don't think
It's
it's
again, it's not nice to hear, but I think this
yourself.
about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That
Yeah.
am I gonna try to crucify this person for them telling me what we both know to be true?
Do you know why as well I'm giving her this advice? Because she said she let us know that he's always been complimenting how she looks and all that kind of stuff. So I honestly don't think he hates how you look. I think it's just a thing of preference because you were saying it. Maybe as well he just thought you were saying it. Okay, let me not act like I'm being dismissive and da. Although next time dismiss, but
That's the one. We can run with that one. He
Yeah.
was basically looking to, because remember she was there saying, it could be perky.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, this is the moment to basically back her.
let me
So-
support you. Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
I honestly-
they can get through this.
I honestly think that's what it was, you know, because sometimes you say stuff and guys don't really see it, but they'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, okay, I'll like, let me entertain.
Try and see the thing that's not even there.
That's not there.
That you
Do
do
you get
all
me?
the time and it's just-
Yes.
All right, Emmanuel, too. All right.
Yeah, he's doing too much. That was my last year I was gonna give him. That was the last year I was gonna offer him. So I think they can walk back. I don't think it's gonna be an easy thing. I think let him know that it definitely did sting and blah blah, and let him know as well that you feel like, should you feel conscious now when you're with him naked? I would let him know that when
That's a good one as well, Ray, as well. Also, if you go through this, make sure he pays for the breasts.
well,
If he gets what he wants.
I'm glad I didn't say what he said.
Imagine if he gets what he wants.
Did I say that loud? There's jokes, man.
Wow.
Entertainment, guys. Purely entertainment.
Oh.
Gina, say something.
There is no saving. There is no
I
saving.
can't. Sorry.
No, but what he wants is what she wants. This is
Yeah.
what you guys need to
Just
remember.
stop it. Just stop it. But yeah, girl. Your question you asked was, do you feel justified? That are you right in feeling how you feel? Me and Gina are saying yes, and so are the men's. They agree, yes. But I think it's workable, personally.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, of course.
yeah, good luck, girl. Sending you love and light.
Good luck.
Are you allowed to be? I don't even know why I'm doing this. Are you allowed to be like mad with your partner if she were to get like a breast reduction?
No.
What do you mean?
No, obviously, no, you're not allowed to be. But I'm saying that is the
Is there grounds for your?
yeah.
If that's what brought you to the relationship, is that what you're saying?
You know what?
We're saying if you're a breast man, you was there for the breast, and now you're getting rid of the breast. These
Other
are
breast
these are
exists.
valid concerns that I'm voicing.
Breast no.
There's certain, obviously, no one can control no woman. There's certain things that man want to run by them. Like I've been with my brethren, and he's just linked his gal before, and she just chopped off her whole head. He wasn't prepared for that. He can't tell her what to do. He's not in control of her body. You know what I'm
I
saying?
find
Like,
that's so funny though.
But brother, I've got to walk down the street and hold hands with you, and that you just chopped off your whole head and didn't tell me. Ballhead.
No, the thing is, I think I get I feel like it should just be a conversation. Obviously, it's your body, innit? So you can do what you want, but I do still feel like it's a conversation. Because I'm not going to lie, if my man had a beard and he came
Oh, Gina, how did you know where I was going? Gina, how did you know?
Like, I'm not serving you dinner.
Can you imagine?
You said you're going to eat that beard that you cut off.
So livid. I would literally be like,
I think a conversation.
Right? Okay, it's your face and you can do what you want. But I think even the heads up, so I'm not just caught off guard.
Just FYI.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's not, you don't even mind, like, if I'm like, don't do it, you're like, but I'm going to do it. I can't get mad at you. It's your body, innit? Do you know what I mean? I might not agree with it or be happy with it, but ultimately it is your body. But I appreciate
what if your man just came home with a face tat?
I'll be honest with you.
A face tattoo.
And it's not nice. Actually, no face tattoo.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you know what? No, not one. Because there are some do small ones in the placements. There's some that you could probably work with. I mean, like
I can't work with
Christian.
I can't work with Christian. Yeah. I don't even care if it's my face on there. I can't work with that. Too far. That's way too far. Yeah, I don't know that I can work with that. There's certain things that's like your body, your choice. And I'm 100% for that. But I think if we're removing stuff, fair. If we're adding things, that's just wow. I don't know that I can work with face tattoo.
Face tattoo is worth breaking up over.
I don't see how I can look you in the eye.
In the face.
After that, in the face after that. I don't know how I can look at my man in the face after that. That is not the face I loved and fell in love with. It's a different face. It's a different man. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, but good luck, girl. And you guys know if you have the dilemmas to send in, you can email it to thedayafter@thenewblack.com, or you can send it in to 075-6484-1073. Brent, do you want to play that video? Okay.
If she say, "Do I look fat in this?" Would you tell her, "Yeah, you look fat in that"?
Would. No, I'm gonna be like, "You sound stupid. Like, why are you asking stupid questions?" Like,
okay, all righty. Turn it back on her.
If you look fat, then you are fat, and it's cool because we fat right now. Like,
go ahead now, make her feel good too.
No, it's just like it's common sense. Like if we fat, we fat. Like why are we tripping? Like nigga, why you hate yourself and you trying to bring me into it?
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying like.
Will you tell a girl?
I said, why are you trying to bring me into it? Yeah, it's tricky, but I think also you know your partner in it. You know what the insecurities are. So heightening it is not a smart thing. If I know my man is worried about being bald, and he is balding, and he says, "Babe, I'm bald in it," I'm not gonna say yeah.
So if you ask your man, "Babe, have I put on weight?" Do you want him to lie to you?
No, but I will always want to know because I suffer with. I need to know. When it comes to weight and stuff like that, but I'm also aware that I don't know what I actually look like because of my body dysmorphia. So a lot of times when I've said stuff about someone I'm seeing, as in when I've said to them, I feel like I'm putting blah blah blah. They're like, no, you're not.
I think I can enable you. You know,
Can't lie about the weight stuff.
I wouldn't enable you. I'd be like, you know, goddamn well you put on weight.
Okay, you don't have to do all of that.
No, but I say, but I love all that goodness, man. Look at you, man. Let's go get some more. Let's go get some cake.
This is it.
Yeah,
baby.
you are sick. I'm in the gym twice that day.
That new skin, man. 100%.
Yeah, you can't lie. I think weight is not something to lie about. But I also believe my thing is just what is the key to relationships. Don't ask questions you're not prepared for the answer for. You don't want the answer to.
I'll flip it on you. So you was coming like it was a negative, like, "Babe, have I put on weight?" And I'd be like, "God is good. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Look at our Lord."
Yeah, what are you doing? I tell you, she's living in the gym from there. You're not seeing her after that. She's going to the gym. She's living in the gym. Yeah, it's tricky, man. But you gotta know your partner, man. But yeah, should we do our last headlines?
Thanks, Gina.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gina.
No worries, guys.
Oh.
All right.
All right, people. So our last headlines. The IOPC, the Independent Office for Police Conduct, has launched an investigation into 8 police officers after a black teenager was stopped and searched 6 times in 5 months in London. The boy, 16, was stopped and searched by police between January and May 2023 across Tottenham and Stratford. No further action was taken each time. The complaints include allegations that there was insufficient grounds for the searches. The investigation will also look at possible racial profiling by the officers as well as unreasonable force. During the incidents, the child was told that he was being searched on suspicion of drugs or theft and reportedly matched descriptions of people carrying out robberies and knife crime in the area.
I bet so.
In 5 of the 6 incidents, the IOPC said that it identified evidence indicating potential breaches of the police standards of professional behaviour. However, they also said that an investigation does not necessarily mean that disciplinary proceedings will follow. Next headline, and during a press conference on Tuesday, Qatar's Prime Minister described Hamas's reaction to the proposed truce deal as generally positive, without providing more details. Hamas said in a statement that its leaders had reviewed the deal, which included details on securing relief and shelter, reconstruction, the lifting of a 17-year-old crippling siege, and the completion of the prisoner exchange process. However, Qatar's Prime Minister said that there's still a number of challenges that mediators are facing throughout the talks, and that events on the ground in Gaza affect the course of the negotiations. Meanwhile, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said Hamas's response to the deal is being studied by all parties involved in the mediation process. And our last headline, a US court has ruled that Donald Trump does not have presidential immunity and can be prosecuted on charges of plotting to overturn the 2020 election. He had claimed in a landmark legal case that he was immune from criminal charges for acts that he said fell within his duties as president. But Tuesday's unanimous ruling in Washington, D.C. struck down that claim. It's a setback for Mr. Trump, who has for years cited presidential immunity while battling multiple cases. In a statement shortly after the ruling, Trump campaign spokesperson Stephen Chung said that the former president disagrees with the D.C. Circuit's decision and will appeal it. The case could ultimately go to the Supreme Court, where conservatives hold a 6-3 majority. Mr. Trump has until the 12th of February to file an appeal. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Nice. Let's get into the reaction. What are we going to Is it?
I did the scores, to be fair.
These stories, did you read them yesterday?
Kind of. I didn't read them, but I said the scores in it, so you don't need to read them, to be fair. You could just talk about the Azeez and Buatsi fight.
Boy, what did you make of it?
I think it was a good fight, man. Very good fight.
Do you think it was just one-sided, as some people are trying to say?
It definitely wasn't one side like that. I can understand why the scoring might seem... The thing is, the scoring kind of made it seem like the fight was one-sided. But that's because of the 2 knockdowns. But also because...
Do you think they were knockdowns or slips?
Slips. Definitely slips. The second one, to be fair, I can understand why you want to give that a knockdown. The first is definitely a slip.
That looked more like him, like moving erratic and...
Yeah, exactly.
And so I could the second one I could kind of see more. The first one looked like a proper slip. Like
100%. As soon as it happened, I called it. No, that's a slip. But the thing is, obviously the rules are if you make contact and you go down, then it's a knockdown pretty much, isn't it? But my thing is, if the canvas wasn't slippery, I don't think on either of those occasions that he would have fell down. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the second one was more legit a slip. And obviously after the first one, it's going to change his behaviour as well. You know what I'm saying? He's going to obviously want to go for it more. He's going to obviously feel like, I'm down on the cards. Plus it's knocked down. Obviously I have to, you know what I mean? Throw everything at it. But overall, it definitely wasn't one-sided. There were loads of times where Azeez had like...
He took a couple of the rounds. I feel like as the... Oh, yeah, Brett's kind of changed me. I feel like there was points where I'm saying Buatsi's the challenger, so I want to see more. I want to see more aggression. I want to see you take control of this fight. You know what I'm trying to say? And there was points where I was thinking, I don't know if he's doing enough. He was doing a lot of that counter stuff and all that. But then again, he did have a game plan. I think that body shot that he kept hitting him with throughout the whole fight, that was supposed to stop him. That was supposed to slow him down. It's only because Dan's a madman why it didn't slow it down. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but I think anybody else that would have worked to a T. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because he was cooking, he was working it the whole time. You get me? And he was just picking out them punches, just countering and whatnot. It was a good, clean performance. But Dan done better than. I want to say better than I thought, but I feel like it was closer than people. People made that like it was. I wasn't watching thinking, oh, this is just so one sided. This can go. Yeah,
either way. 100%.
This can go either way, depending on what happens. So I think from the eighth round, I said, all right, cool. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I said, all right, cool. I can see. I see what I got on here. Unless Dan
Exactly.
Unless Dan does something crazy and drops Donny here, this is done.
He's gonna win. He's gonna lose. Yeah.
You get me? But it was all right, man.
Yeah, it was a good night, man. It was a good night of boxing. Obviously I saw what's his name, Azim. Is that his name? Yeah, Adam Azim.
Azeez. No, Azim.
Azim, yeah, and he was fighting that guy who's the European champion or something.
The guy just quit.
His arm became dislocated.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know Adam Azim had no effect on this guy. This guy is elusive. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy was almost like he trained in Cuba or something, because this guy was just like making Azim miss all the time. Azim definitely had much more aggression, but I don't think he was effective at all. If this guy was actually a puncher, Azim would have been out of there. That's what I think. That's what
I wasn't paying attention properly to that fight. It was a previous. It's a recurring injury, isn't it?
What, the other guy?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, you know. I don't know. That's the first time I seen that other guy.
Oh, I wasn't paying proper attention. I didn't see that. I watched Ben Whittaker.
Yeah, your guy.
I was watching Ben Whittaker and I was just like, it was, you know the Spider-Man meme? It was just like looking in the mirror. I was like, this is uncanny. This guy thinks he's me. This guy thinks he's me. I sent that because Dan, you see Dan sitting ringside, yeah? Dan's a dickhead. He's blowing me up. I messaged Dan. I said Ben Whittaker fights like me. He showed it to React Point. I'll tell you, me, Ben Whittaker are probably the most dynamic fighters in the whole country. I need to see him fight some better caliber competition.
Yeah,
but people forget, you strip all that showboating away, he's an Olympian. Like,
this is it.
Forget that. He's an Olympian. You get me? He plays silver. People are gonna hate this kid, they're gonna like him. They hated him from the Olympics because when he got the silver, he took it off. He's thinking, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah.
Silver. You get me? I rate that. I respect that. I think he's cold. I'm following his journey now. Yeah.
He's definitely talented, man.
I'll champion him any chance I get. I think he's cold.
Yeah.
Like, you might not like that showboating style, but the amount of talent that you have to possess to be able to do the things that he done. Yeah. That's a professional boxer. That is not a joke. Some of them trick shots, them punches. I ain't seen man use that in real time.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's the first man I've seen move so nang that the ref threatened to take points from you. Friend, if you keep going on so wicked, I'm gonna take these points from you. I'm saying, you don't have to do that. Hey, you don't have to do that. You gotta do like low blow over something. You can't tell me, you can't threaten to take points from me because I'm going on so nang.
But you know what it is? It kind of reminds me of back in the day when I used to play like what's that game? Is it ISS?
Yeah.
64, yeah. Back in the day, my brother, yeah. You know when someone just hogs the ball and they just do that? Going nowhere. And it's like, come on now, we're not playing the game or something. It's at times it's kind of like that, where it's like, punch me, do something. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of just disrupts the flow of like a traditional boxing match.
But there's a method to his madness, and it's frustrating people, and it's working. Just quickly before we go, I didn't watch it. I missed it. Did you see Conor Ben?
No, I didn't watch it. But I heard he didn't do well.
Oh no.
Yeah, he won. The other guy was undefeated. I believe his name is Pete Dobson, something like that. And yeah, he beat him, but wasn't impressive apparently.
Okay.
You know, Javante's called him out now. Tank, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently the fight is almost there already.
God damn, why you want to do that?
That's what I'm saying. Why you want to fight Conor Ben? Like, Haney's in the same bloody weight class, or at least just one weight class above you. You're jumping all the way up to what? You're going to get him at catch weight? Conor Ben's fights at what, 47? Like, why? It's unnecessary. But obviously Tank knows he can probably knock him out, innit?
He knows he'll smash him
up,
unnecessary,
though.
All right, cool, man. Well, then, that was the end of our reaction. We're getting into outro, people.
Okay, people, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Big up you guys every single time. Big up our researchers. Big up everyone that's part of our community. You're great vibes. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to like the video before you come out of it. Don't forget as well, our Discord is up and running, so check that out. Don't forget to follow us on social media platforms. The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on the Clock app. Also, if you want to send your dilemmas in and the number to call, the number is 075-6484-1073. If you would like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great Wednesday. We've got a great show tomorrow. Great guests.
Sorry. Shout out. Oh, Crap. Should have done this at the top of the show.
Do you top of the show tomorrow?
There's someone in our community who's going to be probably a fantastic resource. Any topics or questions we have about the music industry. She's been working in the music industry for 10 plus years.
Oh, she put it in the Discord, didn't she?
Yeah, but she sent an email also.
Should we do top of the show tomorrow then, guys?
Lauren, in fact, I don't know if I should be.
How many people we got on Discord?
Yeah, I don't know if you should then.
Yeah. Shout out you.
How many people we got on the Discord?
So far, I don't know, 50 something. That's because you haven't joined yet.
It's not true. That is absolutely not true.
It's not true that you haven't joined yet? Because that's what I meant when I said what they said. How did you
Did you join? I saw someone said Killy something there. Was that not you? No, you have an imposter.
One of his representatives.
I got my laptop on me now. I can start jumping it.
Yeah. Because like I said, this is part of the whole rollout, right? You are going to understand us having a forum where we can actually have full-on conversations and follow-up conversations. It's going to be very, very helpful for what's coming. So if you don't see us making topics yet, it's because we are still very, very busy behind the scenes. And we are going to be onboarding moderators for that particular level of forum management, whatever. If it is you all want to put your name forward, please do.
Please do.
People like Chijoke, people like Ed, we really appreciate you. Well, I really appreciate you. I don't know if it is everybody else appreciates you, but
of course we do.
I really appreciate you guys. I love when it is that
Didn't I block Ed one time?
Serious.
Oh no,
Serious?
I have to check another day.
Or maybe it's the other Ed.
Was he in the chat today? Was he in the chat today?
Who, Ed?
Was Ed in the chat?
I think I seen him today.
Ed's always there. He's the day oneer.
I didn't see him.
You didn't see him. Oh man, I love you, Ed. Anyway, I need to go.
Big up Ed though. Yeah, we wanted to go, man.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye.